Okay, so now that you guys know what good data looks like, I'll show you what some bad data looks like. This is data from Bora, and this data file is a little different, so just ignore the column letters, they're a little bit wrong, but this is the column we want to be looking at. So I'll go ahead and color that so we can see that. And here you can see the data is looking pretty good. It's going up in value and it's changing. Every once in a while it's sticking. So this in itself might be something that you pay attention to. This might not be that good, that we have 362s in a row. But then it drops down again. So it seems like it's stuck for a little bit, but then it's okay. This can happen if the transmitter happens to transmit while the bird is sleeping and it's not moving. So sticking for a few times in a row isn't too bad, but you want to make sure that you have data after that are changing. So you can see here those numbers are going up again. But if we scroll down to here, this is when Bora's transmitter fell off. So you'll see the numbers are changing, and then they stop. So here, Bora's data got stuck, and it just kept showing 20, 20, 20, 20. And then it moved a little bit again. So maybe the wind blew and knocked the transmitter, it moved, but then again it gets stuck. So seeing this many 20s in a row tells us that something weird is going on. So this is an example of bad data. If you see anything like this, what we're going to have you guys do is highlight it. So here you guys can see we've already colored this data yellow, and you'll want to save that so that you have that updated file that is highlighted. And you'll just take this file and you'll email it to Jay. So if we go back to our Google Doc here, we have the contact information here for Jay. So if you ever see any suspicious data like here on Bora, you'll want to send that to us. Now, sometimes you might see, okay, 362s in a row, that's not that great. And it seems a little bit suspicious. Especially when you're starting out, go ahead and highlight that and send an email to Jay and let him know, okay, check row number, in this case, 1808, and give Jay a quick heads up that he needs to check that data. If it's nothing, that's fine. You guys are saving us a lot of work, so a few seconds for Jay to check this file is no big deal. So as you're learning this, definitely send us any data that you think looks a little bit suspicious. Alright, so I'm going to take you and show you guys how we're going to have you guys sign up for a Curlew. So I'll send you guys this Google Doc, and it has one tab that says Info, and it has another tab that says Check. So we'll have all our Curlews listed here, and each Curlew is going to have an assigned checker. So here, Jane is the volunteer in this example who signed up to check this Curlew. And each volunteer will sign up for at least one day a week that they're going to check a bird. Now, you can sign up for multiple birds if you want. You can sign up to check a Curlew twice a week if you'd rather do that. Our goal is to have each Curlew checked at least twice a week. So once you sign up, these rows will be set, and you'll come in and fill in your information of when you last checked that bird. So we just checked Valkyrie, so we'll say June 12th as the date last checked, and my initials that I checked her. And for Valkyrie, all her data looked good. It was changing at a normal rate, so we'll say good. If you found some data that looked suspicious, you might say in the status unsure and sent the file to Jay. So this is just going to be our way of checking in and seeing when the birds have been checked, making sure you guys are all doing well. So the last thing I'll show you is on this information tab. You can click here and view a map. This isn't totally up to date because it doesn't have our new 2017 birds, but we'll be working on that. But here you can see all of our curlews in the study, and right now Valkyrie is the only one who has actually already begun migration, so she started migrating on June 11th. But this is something fun for you guys to play around with if you guys want to view the data. You can filter it by date. You can filter it by what bird. So if you just wanted to look at ET, for example, you could do that and zoom in. So this might be a fun way if you want to, besides looking at a data spreadsheet all day, check in and see how your birds are doing. You can also change the base map. I really like this imagery with labels so that you can see what type of habitat ET is hanging out in right now. So with that, I think that's it. Remember that if you have any questions about the data downloading process, you can go ahead and email me. And if you have any suspicious data that you need us to check, you can go ahead and email that Excel file to Jay. And after I finish this video, I'm going to fill in these steps so that you guys can have sort of a written documentation of how to check these birds. That way you don't have to listen to my video every single time. All right, thanks for being willing to volunteer, and please let me know if you have any questions.